Hello, and welcome to Lingostown Middle School's virtual orientation for the 2021 school year. Here at Lingostown, we do what is best for kids, meaning we're going to do everything we can to help you fulfill your full potential. So what are we doing here at Lingostown? What is our mission and vision? Our mission and vision is to invest in your future. And we want not only us to invest in your future, we want you to invest in your future. So investing in your future means doing everything you can to be the best student and person you can be. So when you move on to high school or other aspects of your life, you'll be prepared and successful in any challenge and thing that you do. So invest in your future. Your educators are going to invest in your future by providing you with the knowledge and experiences and a foundation of academic information to prepare you for high school. Your parents are investing in your future by sharing their values and experiences, responsibilities, and work ethics. Your community will invest in your future by providing you with jobs and so forth that you'll be able to use to help yourself in the future. So when you're in school and it's one of those days when you're not feeling like doing your schoolwork and we notice, we're gonna ask you that question. Are you investing in your future? And you need to ask yourself that question. On that day you don't feel like studying for a test or doing your homework, am I investing in my future today? Am I helping myself get and meet the goals that I've set for myself? And if your answer is no, well, then you need to refocus and get back to work. So our vision and mission is provide all students with challenging learning experiences in a safe and welcoming environment, which will help students achieve their full academic and social potential and prepare them for success in high school. So what that means is, and especially today, you're going to be faced with a lot of challenging learning experiences. Now, typically when we talk about that, we're saying your teachers are going to prepare you with real world, academic, problems and solutions and how to deal with various challenges in the classroom. But now those challenges are going to be with live streaming, doing online learning, dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic and being safe. And so there are a lot more challenges that we didn't anticipate last year that you're going to have to deal with this year. And excuse me, and facing those challenges is going to be tough and it's going to create some anxiety, but we're going to put you in an environment where you'll feel safe and it'll be welcoming, and we're going to get through this together. So here at Lingostown Middle School, we talk about Rams Pride. We want every student to have Rams Pride, but it has meaning, it has purpose. It's not just a phrase that we say. And Rams Pride means this, which means being respectful. It means being accountable for your actions. It means making good decisions, and it means being safe. So you're gonna see posters all through the school identifying Rams about respectful, being accountable, making good decisions, and safe in the hallways, bathrooms, classrooms, and so forth, because we want this to become a part of your psyche. We want this to be everywhere you go, you're going to be thinking about Rams Pride. And it's just a part of its culture. So when you leave Lingostown 10 years from now, when people talk about, when you're talking about school with your friends, you'll say, hey, I was a Lingostown Ram. And that's what we want. And but what does pride mean? Because we want you to have pride in everything that you do, not only here at Lingostown, but for your life. Pride is this: personal responsibility, integrity, diplomacy, and excellence. If you embrace those core values, there's no stopping it, okay? Take responsibility, have some integrity, be diplomatic when dealing with others, and strive for excellence. That's pride. So we practice Rams Pride here at Lingostown Middle School. Mr. Norbury is going to talk more about Rams with PBIS and so forth, and how we're going to help build that positive culture here at Lingostown and help you achieve that Rams Pride. So here are some important people that you need to know here at Lingostown Middle School. You've met me, Mr. Porter. I'm the principal here at Lingostown Middle School. We have Mr. Norbury, our assistant principal. He handles the discipline. He's dealing with PBIS. And we have our school counselors, Mrs. Siggett, who's the counselor for last names A through K. And we have Mrs. Geisler, who's the counselors for the last names L through Z. Now, although they have, specific assignments, based on, the last names, they will help any student if the other counselor is not available. And they're there to assist you if you have any issues with your academics, with your mental health, or anything of that nature. We also have a new staff member. Her name is Mrs. Huddle. She's our nurse, and she could be helpful to you in regards to medical concerns. Now, the guidance counselors have a resource page, especially with everything going on in the world today. There's a lot of anxiety and stress, and then in the fact that you're focusing on school, we do have a guidance resource page on our website where you can click on these various links, and they have fun and healthy breaks for kids, meaning you can click on those links. They have activities, they have sayings that can help build your spirit. There's a lot of different things that can give you a mental health break that could be helpful to you. We also have student planners this year, which every student will receive, that also has some various exercises and activities that can help relieve stress, but also help you keep track of your assignments as far as using the planner to write down what your homework assignments are. We have hall passes in there, and but it's a fun planner that we're very proud of. We also have resources, Central Dauphin School District resources. If you click on that link, that information will take you to the main page of Central Dauphin School District, and has a number of resources related to COVID-19, planning for health, situations, and so forth. So there's a chock full of information that could be helpful to you. Excuse me. The student assistance team, which I'm a member of, we have the guidance counselors and a number of staff members who are part of the student assistance team. And our purpose is to receive information about students who may be suffering from mental health concerns or from, unfortunately, drug or alcohol concerns. And it's our job to, find out who these students are, and then contact parents and refer them to resources that could be helpful. It could be counseling services and so forth that could be helpful. And so the student assistant, anyone can make a referral of a student. We've had students refer friends. We've had parents contact and refer children. We've had staff members identify and refer students. So there are a number of ways, but we do have a team that, we provide a referral to help families help their children. Once again, here's some resources that you can use to access on Central Dauphin School District's main page that will give you a number of resources, quick links to a number of items related to core and hybrid, COVID-19 health, and so forth. This other link here, the student symptom screening, every day before a student comes to school, we'd like you to check that student's temperature, check their well-being, if they're sick, not feeling well, we just ask that you keep them home. That keeps everybody safe. Now, I have sent out the Lingelstown Middle School Health and Safety Plan link to everyone, so I'm not going to go through it. And it's also attached to our Lingelstown Middle School site shortcuts page, so you'll be able to access it there as well. But we're going to go through a few expectations that we have for students when they come to school, and also as a core and hybrid student. So, student expectations, face coverings. The Pennsylvania Department of Health has mandated that we are all required to wear face coverings at all times while in school, even when 6 feet of social distancing can be achieved. Face coverings can be removed, however, to eat lunch, and we will provide face covering breaks throughout the day. Teachers will, organize those within their classrooms, at given times. So, it's important that you, have the, your mask, either the cloth mask, the surgical mask. If you wear a face shield, you must have a mask to go along with that. Because once again, student safety is our priority. Washing hands. So student expectations for cleanliness, obviously, let me move my box here so you can see. Obviously, we want students to wash their hands frequently. And I'm sure parents that you've been, with the way things are, have been instructing your children to wash their hands frequently. And, there are some guides for washing hands. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. If you're coughing or sneezing, wiping your nose, touching a lot of objects, please go to the bathroom and wash your hands We do have some hand sanitizer stations that are stationed around the school and in the cafeteria areas. So please use the hand sanitizer stations as well. We are going to allow students this year to carry their book bags, and or we also provided free drawstring bags with the purpose of limiting locker use. We're still going to assign lockers, but we want to limit student use, so they'll be able to carry their book bags to class with their belongings in them and so forth. The one thing with that, however, is, a lot of students have their cell phones, and we want cell phones to be off and away in their backpacks when they're, during the school day. The only time they're permitted to really use their cell phones is, in the cafeteria at lunch or with teacher permission in the classroom for academic purposes. So just make sure that they're off and away during the school day. We also recommend that students not use the drinking fountains because they're communal areas, and you can remember how those could be. So, you are permitted to have your child carry a water bottle. And teachers have been informed that, students can carry water bottles and have water in class and so forth. So just want to make you aware of that. Now, expectations for, hybrid students that are at home and core students. First of all school rules are outlined in the Student Code of Conduct. If you're a core student or a hybrid student at home, you're still held to the same code of conduct and behavior. Meaning if you're on a live stream or if you're doing online activities and you're doing inappropriate things or you're violating school rules and procedures, you can be and will be held accountable. Please see Board Policy 816 regarding, behavior and, acceptable rules and expectations for live streaming. So, and Mr. Norbury is going to provide a day one schedule to kind of walk you through what does day one look like, because I know there's some, confusion out there about when do core kids log in. Since the first day we're following a delayed schedule, Mr. Norbury is going to go through all that and answer all your questions. But I just wanted to go over a few things with hybrid students at home and core students so that you all know what the expectations are. Number one, grades count. So that means this is school. This isn't the spring where we were kind of trying to figure out what was going on and so forth. Now your grades do count. And so you're going to be held to the same expectations as a student that's here in school. We do expect you to participate in school daily. So that means when it's time to log in and participate in class, we expect you to be there. If you have your schedule and it says first period and first period starts at, 7:45, we expect you to be logging in prepared for first period or checking Canvas to see if there's assignments or tasks that you should be performing. If you have second period class, it starts at 8:30. Same thing. We expect you to log into that class and do the things that you're expected to do. Now, your teachers, and I'll go into that a little bit later, your teachers may have different expectations, but we expect you to be participating or logging in to check to see what's going on throughout the day. We will follow our master schedule in school and online during regular school hours. And on virtual Fridays, which is when all the students are home, and during the full school day shutdown, on full school shutdowns, we will be following the regular bell schedule. So it doesn't matter whether we're all in school or all at home, or half of us are in school or half of us are at home. We are going to follow the regular daily bell schedule. So on Fridays, when all students are at home, you're expected to log in at 7:45, just like a regular school day, and follow your schedule just like you normally would. Now, what that looks like in your teacher's classes may be different, all right? But the expectation is that you're gonna log in, check Canvas, and participate in some form of academic activities throughout the day. Hybrid students, group A through K, will attend schools on Mondays and Tuesdays. Hybrid Group B students will attend school on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Hybrid groups A and B will remote from home on Fridays. And core students will participate online Monday through Friday. So once again, we basically have three schools now. We have the A school, the B school, and the core school. And you're all gonna have the opportunity to get all the instruction that you need to move forward. Attendance. So students are expected to log into class each period throughout the day through live streams, check board policy 816, or Canvas/Google Classroom. So, our teachers some teachers use Canvas, some use Google Classroom, but they're all going to have a Canvas homepage with their Google. If they use Google Classroom, that link will be embedded in there so that you can log in through Canvas, because Canvas tracks login. It tracks how long you've been participating, in various activities. So Canvas is going to be our way to check attendance for students that may not have to live stream. And so to be marked present, students must have confirmation of access, which is you logging in either through Canvas or logging in via live stream, and submission of assignments. All right, so those things, and district sent out the attendance policy for, hybrid and core students for your viewing. Homeroom teachers, first period teachers, homeroom/first period teachers, because your first period teacher is also your homeroom teacher, will create Zoom links that will be embedded on their Canvas pages. Every morning during announcements, hybrid and core students have different options to confirm access. Now, I have to make a statement here. I had originally sent out an email saying that students had to have video on to check for attendance, to be present and awake. I am retracting that, and I'm sending out a retraction. There are different options that students can use to confirm access. It could be video on, but you could also provide verbal responses, typed responses, and or reaction mode emojis to identify that you are awake and present for school. All right, so you do not have to use the video on as the sole means of confirming access. You can use alternate methods. Hybrid students at home and core students. When students are learning online at home, they will access instruction as follows. Teachers have the option of providing pre-recorded lessons, live streams from their regular classes, creating flipped classrooms, or other activities or creative ideas that they come with to provide instruction to you all. So, teachers have a number of different options to provide instruction, just like regular school. You might have one teacher that does a lot of creative and innovative things, and you have another teacher that does something different. And it's the same way here. The key is you're going to receive instruction, just the way it's delivered may look differently depending on the teacher. You also receive online content, assignments, and maybe some printed materials. Lesson plans and expectations will be posted on the teacher's Canvas or Google Classroom page. PE for health or hybrid at home and core students. Now, this is where it gets a little different. Creative arts, health, metacognitive, and PE instruction and lessons will be provided asynchronously. Now, I like to speak plain language. So what that means is you will not receive live instruction for creative arts or health and PE. We believe, especially when you're at home, that we should be focusing on the major subjects, math, science, English, social studies, reading, and the creative arts and health and PE classes provide good information, and they have good lessons and so forth. And they will be providing you with lessons and activities. However, they will not be teaching you live. They may have pre-recorded lessons, or you may log into Canvas and have some various activities that you can do. So you'll need to check their Canvas and Google Classroom pages daily, once again, to review and see what assignments are available. Now, creative arts teachers will have an office hour every day, and they'll contact you and let you know when those office hours will be. And the PE teachers will have office hours every other day. And once again, those office hours will be posted on their Canvas or Google pages. Now, 5 keys to success, because I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Norberry shortly. So my aspect of this presentation will have ended. In order to be successful, not only here at Lingostown, but just to be successful in life, there's 5 keys to success that will make you strive and fly. Have a positive attitude. You walk in the door, just have a great attitude. Be willing to, just be a nice person. Be accepting of others. and that will go a long way. So have a positive attitude when you come to Linglestown. Have a positive attitude everywhere you go. More doors will open for you with a positive attitude than with a bad attitude. Do the right thing. And I know that can be hard to do because we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all done things that we know we shouldn't have. But the key is to work on doing the right thing at all times, even when people aren't watching, because somebody's always watching, all right? Do more than what you are asked to do. Always strive to go above and beyond the basics. Do the best you can and then go above it. You know, provide more than what you can. People will look at that and will be more mindful. That's how you set yourself apart from everyone else, when you do more than what is asked. Respect yourself and others. Once again, please respect who you are. You know, love yourself and love others. Be respectful of others. You know, be accepting of others. And even though if you may not agree with who they are, what they believe in, or what they do, just be accepting and be respectful. And then prepare and plan. When you come to school or you prepare for life, just prepare and plan. There's nothing wrong with when you get your information at school, take an hour after school to just review your notes and your information, because the more you read it, see it, speak it, it will embed in your mind. Okay? Well, thank you for joining us for this portion of the Linglestown Middle School orientation. Mr. Norbury is going to take over and he's going to go into some more details about PBIS, expectations regarding, student code of conduct, and so forth. Thank you.